Hi, this is Tanya from Love Buddha Tarot, back with the weekly forecast for Virgo for the week beginning the 31st of Inteen. Now, just before I start this reading, I just want to say, Virgo, a new booking system. I now can do readings that are half hour, 5 minutes, or an hour. So you decide which one you want. I've had to do this because I'm terrible with time, so I'm having to be strict, But what's happening is people have messaged me an email, because when you go on to the booking times, they're in minute sort of slots. So this does not mean that you're going to get a 15-minute reading. I don't do 15 minutes. The way I read, minutes isn't enough. So it's just the times that are like that. Once you book your reading, book it in, then it automatically works and you'll get the confirmation of that, okay? So just to clear that up, because people were freaking out thinking it was a little bit of a 15-minute reading, which it's not, okay? So just to get that cleared up. So, this week, Virgo, like I say, I pull initially a few cards and then carry on pulling throughout the reading. But so far, so good, Virgo. A lot of change is coming. This is it. I think you are in, I don't want to say the eye of the storm, because storms seem a little bit too dramatic and a little bit too fierce. But I feel like you are, there's changes, okay? There's changes. That wheel is moving, And I feel this is all sort of, it can be a little bit sort of daunting when we're experiencing change, but it can also be exciting, It's like going from the familiar into the unknown, which can sort of rock us a little bit. But I feel you're going to be okay, because what I'm seeing here is I feel like this is a chance for you, for like a rebirth, a renewal, okay? This is a chance for you to sort of step out into the world and be who you were meant to be, because you're getting here, you're getting a lot more balance come in. Now, things have been tough for Virgos, I am one, so, believe me, I do know it. But what they're saying here is there is a lot of balance coming in for you, okay? So like I say, accept these changes, don't resist them. This week sees it sort of, something happens this week which actually gets you sort of, that speeds up the momentum a little bit. I can't even speak there. And this is the birth of something new. It's a very fertile period for you. There's a lot of love coming in as well for you, Virgo. So please don't resist this neither. This is a time when you can fully be yourself. You can actually, it's like you are opening up to the ways of the universe. If we know love is universal, okay, and it is always the answer. The question's often irrelevant. Love is always the answer. And what they're saying is this week, it's like, dare to dream, okay? It's like all of these things that you've been thinking in your head are suddenly could start to come to fruition this week as well, So this week I see you planning. This is it. You are planning. It's like taking that one step, which I feel will carry on over the next 6 months, okay? So this is it. It's like you are taking the step into sort of smoothness, into going with the flow, okay? There could be something come out of the blue this week as well, more sort of, I'm feeling Wednesday, Thursday. This could be communication. This could be sort of a meeting. I don't know what this is. They're not showing me, but I feel this is going to sort of spur you on to be your authentic self. This could actually be love, Virgo. If you aren't taken, if you are single, then this could actually be love coming your way. And it's like, it's heading towards you. It's sort of like Cupid's arrow is heading for your heart here. And I feel that there is a lovely feeling with this. But what I want to say to you, Virgo, is you feel in control with this. This makes you feel powerful rather than disempowered. A lot of times as Virgos, when we get into relationships, we can actually give our power away. This is actually going to empower you no matter what this is, okay? So there is a decision for you to make around this. Now, I know you're looking at me going, no, I'm not even going there. I'm not even going there again with what I've been through in the past. But I want to say to you that this is going to be balanced, okay? Whatever collaboration you have this week, I feel it is going to be balanced. It's on even footing, okay? Like I say, it's on even footing. So what you are putting in, you are getting back, and that's quite strange. But I feel that you have a fear of what could happen, what could go wrong, what has happened in the past and stuff like that. Please don't let this put you off, Virgo, okay? Because I feel what is in the past, you are not chained to the past no more, okay? Yes, I feel there's some horror stories, that's what they're saying, and I feel there's some not nice things. Break free from it, okay? Break free. There's been a lot of this week, a lot of people, a lot of the signs breaking free from the past here as well. And I feel the past is what has been putting blocks in your way. So the past is what has been putting these obstacles in. And now this is completion, This is about you haven't been able to see where you're going because the hurt of the past has been sort of been attached to you, energetically you've still been attached to the hurt of the past, and I feel there's been sadness, I feel there's been loss, I feel there's been pain, but this is saying that is gone now, please open yourself up to life because this change is coming in. If we look at, the Wheel of Fortune, it's like what goes down has to come up, and it's your time for on the up here, Virgo. I know that there's a little bit of fear here. This is saying there's a little bit of fear of getting moving, and it's like you have grown used to the fighting, and I really feel around relationships, this is saying, relationships do not need to be about fighting. You don't have to fight for it, When love comes and it comes freely, that is when you can take it and accept it. It doesn't need to be a struggle. Now, some of you, it's saying here, some of you could have been in a relationship where there was 3 people involved, and I feel one of them could have been another earth sign, okay, possibly a Capricorn here, and this, I feel it's sort of, there's, some Virgos. This won't be all Virgos because, like I say, this is a general reading. If you want a personal reading, then, that's the only way I can tap into your specific situation. But this is about leaving that behind. This is about leaving behind anything that no longer serves you, Virgo, It's like you have been it's like you've been accepting, right, okay, life has got to be like this, good things don't happen to Virgos. I want to say to you this week, good things do happen to Virgos, okay? And this week you could be getting an offer of love, okay? This is for you. I really feel it's like it's telling you you've got to be practical, you've got to be pragmatic, you've got to do things the right way. If you do this with careful planning, you can actually come by December into a very, very good place, okay? A place where you are feeling abundant, a place where you are feeling independent, a place where you are feeling in control of your life, and a place where you are feeling where you can allow your heart and your emotions to be given freely, okay? You just have to believe this Virgo. This week, I really see you sort of planning for your future, but also manifesting what you want as well. Write a note to the universe telling it what you want. Do a vision board, something like that. Hold that vision in your mind, and this will take you forward. I feel like there could be an air sign. I feel this could have a link to the past, could be getting in touch here, and I just want to say this is, do you know what I mean? I feel that there is too hard work there. Like I say, you're going through these changes, and I don't feel you can take anything from the past with you, It's like, let that fall away as this wheel sort of spins, because I feel that you have been hanging in the balance. You've been in limbo. I feel you don't know which way you've been going. It's like, which way, what way? I don't know which way. This is it. A little bit like falling through, like Alice through the looking glass, falling down this hole. But what I want to say to you is, if you go down this hole on your own accord, okay, if you go in the direction you're being presented by the universe, if something is offered to you, to go with it, not something from the past, something new, I feel this is where you can get your happiness, and this is where you can get your fresh start as well. And this is why I don't feel this is something from the past. I feel this is something new. This is something fresh. That's it. It hasn't been tainted. It hasn't passed its sell-by date. It's fresh. It's something new I'm getting here. Some of you could be baking bread as well. I don't know why they're saying that. I don't know if it's a metaphor or what, but it's like, it's sort of, yeah, I'm seeing sort of bread, like kneading bread, sort of molding it into what shape, molding your life into the shape that you want, and then sort of sticking it in the oven and waiting for it to come out. So sorry about that metaphor. That's a really, really crap one, but that's what they give me there. Some of you, there could be something around a house where there has been a block around your house as well, and I feel that this could be moving within the next 4 weeks. They're saying to me there's something, because they're definitely a new beginning coming here for you, Virgo. A new beginning. There's money coming as well. So if some of you are selling a home or something like that, or some of you have invested in property, it could be coming to fruition. It's like, this is your time. You have been to battle. You have done all of that. You're coming back victorious. You are, like I say, you're riding that horse of victory. That is what you're doing, and you are focused on your new beginning. You are now prepared to protect yourself from anything that is not for your highest good. Anything that is going to hurt you, anything that is going to harm you, you are not prepared to even go there, and like I say, this is sort of what you've been waiting for. We've had this with other signs this week as well. There seems to be a bit of a theme, and I feel that there could be an offer. They're saying here, foot's gone to sleep. They're saying here that there's something divinely guided. Okay, I don't work with angels, but I feel they're saying there, it's like the angels have brung this, so I don't know what this is. But whatever it is you've been waiting for, whether this is love or what, this is coming in for you. And I feel there's a lot of creativity coming for you as well. There's some of you, like I say, they're shown here. I don't know, some of you could be going away. Some of you could be going somewhere where there's mountains. But this is like, I feel I don't feel it's mountains to climb. I feel it's like, it's sort of saying to me here, where the air's clearer. This is it. It's like, people go to Switzerland and stuff because the air's clearer. So I'm seeing this. It's like, I don't know if you're rising up a level or something like that, but there's like I say, the air is clearing for you. This is it. The air is clearing. Your head is clearing as well, And like I say, I do feel that there could be somewhere hot here as well. It's like you have been doing a whole load of soul searching, Virgo. This is what it's saying. You've had time on your own. You've had time on your own to think, and now you are ready to sort of get your karma, get your payback. And this is what I feel the angels are going to give you. Like I say, I don't know why they're bringing angels in, because I don't work with angels at all. But it's like, there is good coming for you as well. There is really, really good coming for you as well. I feel like I always get this, whenever something's going well for Virgo, there always seems to be somebody like wanting to sort of have their two penneth worth sort of thing. And I feel like there is somebody around who I don't know. Again, I feel this could possibly be air sign. If not, they're cold. There's a coldness around this person. And I feel that this person does not want you to move on in some way. It's like, they're wanting to keep you here. So this could be a boss. This could be, this could be a partner. This could be an ex-partner. This could be a family member or something. Somebody is not wanting you to progress in some way. And they could actually be trying to sort of like pull on your emotions, because they know that you're a softie, they think that you're a soft touch. So this is it. They could be saying things, that stop you from making your plans. Don't listen to them. This is your time, Virgo. This is what I'm seeing. It's like in your head, you see this horizon, you see where you want to be. You've done a long, hard battle to actually get there as well, and this is where you are going. Do not let anybody sort of push you off track here. I feel that there could be a few arguments around friendships here as well. I want to say there could be a false friend in some way. You could be telling something to somebody in confidence, and they could then be passing it on to someone else. Okay, so be careful around friendships as well. Be careful, make sure that you're trusted. You trust the people that you tell your secrets to as well. But what I want to say is this, it's like the sun is shining on you, Virgo, this week. Okay, there's, like I say, I do feel that there's this like sort of, sort of childlike. I don't know. Like I say, this could be relationships, because I feel that there could be something new, someone new, and this is like feeling like a teenager again. When you've got them butterflies in your tummy, and it's like sort of in the cartoons when the hearts actually pop out on stalks on their eyes. There's this, because I'm getting a real sort of a nice feeling here, and any offers that you get this week, I feel you should take them up. There's a real childlike feel here, but I feel you're going to be in control. Whatever it is, nobody is going to push you. There's no pushing you to do something that you don't want to do. This is it. It's like you feeling free. You're feeling free. You're making decisions. You're not holding back anymore. You're embracing these changes, Virgo. And I feel this is what you've got to do. Like I say, there's a lot of wishes coming true for you, Virgo. Keep your heart open, and like I say, keep this free spirit. This is what is going to be your saving grace, with whatever comes in this week. Don't look to people for answers. If anybody tells you you can't, you just say, I'll show you that I can. So this is it. There's a real new start for you, and this change, I feel, is needed, is massively needed. But there's sparks of something. Could be sparks of lighting a fire of love. This could be creativity. This could be new work. There is something that has a way to go with this, and I think it's beautiful. So anything that is standing in your way, anybody that is standing in your way, just ask them to step aside. This is your turn now, Virgo. Okay, so what a really, really nice reading. There's an innocence coming through with this, like a real purity. I don't think you're doing this with any malice or anything. It's like you just know that you've got to do this as well, and it's what a lovely feeling here. I'm sorry, I'm just they're showing me something there, and I'm trying to work out what it actually is. It's right, okay, right. When you used to pick a daisy when you were young and pull the petals off and go like, he loves me not, he loves me not, can you remember that? Or she loves me not. This is what I'm actually seeing. This is what they're showing me as well. So like I say, there could be declarations of love, of interest, of something like that this week, Virgo, but there's a real, like I say, a nice feeling with it. This isn't, I don't think this is anything off Tinder, this isn't anybody sending dick pics or anything like that, Sorry, that's what they're saying. This is a niceness. This is a getting to know you. That's what they're singing that song. What's that song, Getting to Know You? An old song, I think. They give me things like this, they don't realise it's embarrassing, but this is how they give me them. So yes, it's like I say, I don't think this is going to be in any way sordid. I'm just going to pull a spirit card for you and see what we've got. Oh, life. Right, okay. This is beautiful, and it's called Can You Feel Me? And again, look at that. There's a couple in that, and they almost, if you turn that around, it's like that snake that's around them is also almost like a heart, isn't it? And this says, your feminine aspect is awakening. Feel the goddess energy inside of you. She seeks acknowledgement and validation. New energies, insights, and opportunities are emerging. Wake up, embrace, and celebrate. And this is it. If you are female, celebrate your femininity, celebrate that. It doesn't matter what shape, size, whatever you are. I was at an event the other day, and there was a couple of burlesque dancers there, and they were quite big girls, but they were rocking it, and that is it. The most attractive thing that you can wear. I mean, they say the most attractive thing you can wear is a smile, but it's when you are happy with yourself, when you are happy with all aspects of yourself, when you embrace your femininity. And we have the Empress in there in your reading, and this is what she does, she struts her stuff, she knows that she's got it going on, but not in a sort of, look at me type of way. It's because she has accepted and embraced every aspect of herself. if you are male, what this is saying is, you know, allow your feminine side out, allow yourself to be emotional. You don't have to be this big man, you know. A man who can actually embrace his feminine side and talk about his emotions and everything is very, very attractive, because that shows strength, you know. So you don't have to lift weights in the gym to show strength. You know, what you have to do is, like I say, maybe pick a flower, you know. Don't buy them, just pick one, you know, something like that. That actually shows a lot of strength as well. And also, like I say, you know, male or female, whichever sex you are attracted to, you know, or whatever, it's like honor the feminine, you know. The feminine is where this birth comes from, you know. The feminine is beautiful, and we all have this feminine aspect within us as well, but we need to let it out more. So let that inner goddess shine, you know. So I like that card. It's really, really nice. But like I say, there's steaminess. We had this last week, didn't we, for Virgo as well? You know, so there's something going on if it already hasn't. Okay. So I hope that made sense to you, Virgo. Please forgive whatever I said. I just give whatever I get out, and sometimes they like to play with me a little bit. But please let me know what is going on, because there's something in here looks very, very promising. Okay. And if anybody would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via website. The link is below. And like I say, you know, don't get scared over the minutes sort of booking slots. Whatever time you decide to book the reading for, that will actually sort it out. Okay, so have an absolutely fabulous week, Virgo, and I'll be back with the dailies.